Very scenic and very rocky overlook here. Displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the Parks Professor. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor. We are at Meridian State Park. We are in Meridian, Texas, and therefore we are southwest of Fort Worth, Texas. We have some really nice interpretive signs here. Today is Friday, February the 14th. And the temperature right now is a chilly but mostly dry 49 degrees. Have some stone ledges I gotta get down here, so I'm gonna take a minute. Step carefully, that wasn't too hard. There are several trails at this park, and the trail we're gonna hike today is the Bosque Hiking Trail. This trail goes all the way around Meridian Lake, which is the body of water that we can see off in the distance. In fact, I'm going to let this video just keep running here because we're coming up on B Ledge, which should give us a really nice view of the lake. This hike's going to be about 2.5 miles. This trail is rated as challenging by the Texas State Park System. So we're going to find out how challenging it is. And here it is. Here's B Ledge. Just step carefully to get down the rocks there. Very scenic and very rocky overlook here. Really pretty spot up here. The challenging hiking trail goes off to the right. So how challenging is it? Let's find out. We're about 15 minutes in, and we just crossed that bridge over the main feeder stream from Meridian Lake. This trail is marked with blue paint blazes, as you see there. And we had a very rocky section to deal with at the beginning where I had to really watch my footing. But once we got down to the bottom of that, it's been mostly like this the rest of the way. This area would get muddy if it was wetter than it is right now, but pretty easy going. I do suspect we have more rocky areas ahead, so we will keep heading counterclockwise around the loop and see what lies ahead. It's a few minutes later, and I showed you what one of the flat areas looks like. And so I thought I would show you what one of the rocky areas looks like. Just around the bend down there, there are actually some stairs carved out of the rock, like with a drill. Possibly built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. This park does date to that era, and we'll see something that for sure they built in a little bit here. Really scenic rock formations, though. And so we are now going southbound, still working our way around the Bosque Hiking Trail. We came all the way down the west side of the lake, and we're just under an hour into the hike now. Mostly it's been pretty easy, a couple of ups and downs, but mostly easy going. And now we're hiking across the dam that forms Meridian Lake. The dam generally provides the best view of the lake, and this is not an exception. Really beautiful area here. We have a few more things to see, and then we'll be back to where we started. kind of our last stop on our trip around the lake. This is the Civilian Conservation Corps Bridge. Now the stonework you see here, that is not original, but the timbers are. And these days, this bridge carries the main paved park road across this creek, the east feeder stream that heads into the lake. That is the lake off in the distance there. We only have a little ways to go to get back to where we started. We have to go uphill, probably going to be a little rocky, but let's get to it. We did just come uphill on a fairly rocky area. Like most of this hike, it wasn't too bad. I'll probably rank the difficulty of this hike as moderate when I write it up in my trail journal. Down below this video, you can see a comment that I've pinned that gives a link to the blog entry in my trail journal for this hike. I do that on all of the videos, so you can check that out. Overall, this is a really nice hike. It goes all the way around the lake. A few short, steep, rocky sections, and you have to watch your footing. Also, I would want good footwear, because otherwise you'll slip. But overall, a really good hike. A lot of interesting things to see here. And not too hard. So I like it. I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day. And I heartily thank you every day. Also, if you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button. And if you really like this sort of thing, please click the subscribe button. That helps other people to find this video, and it encourages me to bring more of this sort of thing your way. That is the park road that you see straight ahead there. So we are almost back to the parking area, and so I'm going to cut this video. Until next time, from Meridian State Park, I am Big Dave, the parks professor, for parking full time. Have a great afternoon. Interesting little duck blind right there. But as I was saying, have a great afternoon. Take care, and Lord bless.